Welcome to Tariffs Updates. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The Supreme Court has just set new, stricter rules for when police can seize guns from someone's home. Red flag laws, which let police temporarily take firearms from people deemed dangerous, now face a higher bar. The court ruled that more evidence is needed before guns can be taken away, aiming to protect both public safety and individual rights. The case centered on whether police could seize firearms without a full court hearing first. The justices examined the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, and the Second Amendment's right to bear arms. The new decision requires police to get a judge's approval after a fair hearing, unless there's an immediate proven threat. Before, a judge could order a gun seizure based on a report alone, without hearing from the gun owner. Now, the court says gun owners must have a real chance to defend themselves before their property is taken. Red flag laws aren't gone, but states must rewrite them to ensure fairness and due process. The ruling sets a national standard. Preventing violence matters, but not at the expense of constitutional rights. Police and courts must now adapt to these stricter requirements. This decision reshapes how gun seizures work across the country. It's a major shift for both law enforcement and gun owners. The Supreme Court's decision was unanimous, 9-0. All 9 justices, regardless of political leanings, agreed on the outcome. A unanimous ruling is rare, especially on gun rights, and sends a powerful message. It means the legal principles are clear and not up for debate among the justices. Such a decision is much harder to challenge or overturn in the future. It sets a strong, stable precedent for lower courts and lawmakers nationwide. A 9-0 ruling creates a consistent legal standard that must be followed everywhere. It signals that protecting due process and constitutional rights is a shared value. For Americans, this means the law is settled and unlikely to change soon. The clarity of this decision helps avoid confusion in courts across the country. It shows the court carefully considered all sides and found common ground. On a divisive issue, this kind of unity is significant. The message, fundamental rights are not up for political debate. Red flag laws once let police quickly seize guns based on a judge's order, often without hearing from the gun owner first. The Supreme Court's new ruling changes that. Now, police must present stronger evidence and give the gun owner a chance to respond before any seizure, except in true emergencies. The court moved the hearing from after the seizure to before it, raising the legal bar. Police can only act without a hearing if there's clear, immediate danger. This shift puts more responsibility on judges to weigh evidence carefully. Law enforcement must now work within tighter legal boundaries. For citizens, this means stronger protection against losing firearms without due process. The ruling doesn't stop police from preventing violence, but ensures it's done fairly. It's a new balance. Emergency action is allowed, but rights come first. The case that sparked this decision involved John Harrison from Colorado. After a neighbor reported his erratic behavior, police seized Harrison's hunting rifles based solely on a written statement. Harrison wasn't allowed to defend himself before his guns were taken. His hearing was set for weeks later. His lawyers argued this violated his Fourth Amendment right against unreasonable seizures and his 14th Amendment right to due process. Colorado defended its red flag law, saying immediate action was needed to prevent harm. The state argued that waiting for a hearing could put lives at risk. The Supreme Court disagreed, ruling that the process used in Harrison's case didn't provide enough constitutional protection. The justices said public safety is important, but not at the cost of due process. Only in extreme, well-documented emergencies can property be seized without a prior hearing. The court found the risk of error in one-sided proceedings too high. Harrison v. Colorado now sets the standard. Gun owners must get a fair chance to be heard before their firearms are taken. States must add more safeguards to their red flag laws. This case reshapes how gun seizures are handled nationwide. It's a landmark for due process rights. This Supreme Court ruling could impact more than just gun laws. Legal experts see it as a powerful precedent for challenging other government seizures. Civil asset forfeiture, where police take property suspected of being linked to crime, may now face new legal challenges. Critics will argue that seizing cash or cars without a prior hearing is just as unconstitutional as seizing guns. The ruling could also affect how licenses to work are suspended, or how property is taken for public projects. The core principle: the government must provide a fair process before taking significant property. This decision could reshape the balance between citizens and the state in many areas. For gun owners, this ruling means stronger protection for their rights. Firearms can't be seized based only on accusations. A judge must hear both sides first. This reduces the risk of wrongful or retaliatory gun seizures. The Supreme Court's decision sets a minimum standard for all states, ensuring consistent rights nationwide. For law enforcement, the ruling means more work up front, gathering evidence and presenting a solid case before a judge. Police must wait for a hearing in most cases, except in true emergencies. This adds clarity and legal protection for officers too. Judicial oversight now validates police actions, building public trust. The goal: keep communities safe while fully respecting constitutional rights. It's a new era for both gun owners and law enforcement. The Supreme Court's unanimous decision sets a higher standard for gun seizures under red flag laws. The key takeaway: the government must provide a fair hearing before taking someone's firearms, unless there's a proven, immediate threat. This ruling strengthens due process and the principle of innocent until proven guilty. Red flag laws remain, but states must update them to include pre-seizure hearings. The decision's impact could extend to other areas like asset forfeiture and license suspensions. Americans should know their rights are now better protected against government overreach. States and police must adjust, but the Constitution remains the ultimate safeguard. This is a major step in balancing safety and freedom for everyone.